Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video and a brand new episode, and this is your what's the date today? It's the 6th today when I'm filming, so it'll be the 7th tomorrow, which is the Friday. So yeah, your 7th of August update, which is your first update of the month, actually. I think, yeah, your first update of the month. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It's a little bit of a shorter one because not much has changed. We've sowed quite a lot of stuff. Nothing's really changed on the veg. No, not much has changed general with the flowers also. But before we do jump into today's short Friday, the 7th of August Friday night update, if you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let's jump straight into it. So the first thing to update on is that this was in our July video that we sowed all of this. Our July, what you can sow in July, it was a bit late. It was late on in July, so it was like some summer crop. And we've been terrible with labels, but these are not. We've actually managed to pull together some labels from a yogurt pack. But the first thing that you can see that we've got everything that's starting to come through that we've sowed. And the things that we sowed were so we've got our spring onion here in these 3 modules, or in these 2 rows of 3 modules, and then I think here is spinach, so we've got 2 rows of that, and then at the front is a row of beetroot, and then here I think this is lettuce, then I think here we've got some turnip, and in this front row I think we've got some they're either leeks or spring onion, I can't remember what they quite are, and then in this bed we've got some more lettuce here. Then we've got, what have we got here? We've got, what is it? Collie. We've got cauliflower in these 2 rows here. And then I think we've got another row of turnip. Then I think we've got another 2 rows of turnip in this module here. Then we've got spring onions, and then I think we've got 1 more row of lettuce. And then behind me, this module here we sowed about a week ago, and some of the sprouts are cut, and they're starting to germinate now. You can see here, there's some and so they're coming through. The other 2 modules we sowed yesterday, and they were packed choi and chard, which is sort of like a leaf salad, like a salad leaf, or yeah, I think it's like a salad leaf. But let's go. Oh, and also we've got some beetroot as well, and another, I think, a module of beetroot that I did on a Facebook live stream. And then we've got our 2 grape plants, and some exciting news on those. We've actually finally got a trellis. So we'll probably put that up right. I'll show you where it's going to be, or hopefully where it's going to be. So it's going to be sort of right. It's going to be sort of right here. And we'll put this up on Saturday, and I can't tell you what time it's going to be when it comes out on video. But this is the trellis, and it's quite big. It was quite heavy. It took all 3 of us, so me, my dad, my mum, to carry it out here. So it was quite heavy, and I don't know how the delivery dude brought it in all by himself. Next update is to update on our melons. And we've got some smaller ones. There's some smaller ones. This is one of our smaller ones. And we've got quite a few others coming through. But now here's the biggest one that we've got. It's coming along quite well. So hopefully there's enough time left in the growing season where we get 1 and hopefully a few more. But the next thing to update is on the peppers. So let me just get into position and then we'll be back. So we're here at the peppers. And we've actually got 2 peppers. We've actually got 2 variety of peppers. One is a sweet pepper, which is these ones, and these are slightly chunkier. And then we've got cayenne peppers, which are the more spicy ones, and they're a bit thinner. So that's how you can distinguish between your 2 types once they get big enough. And then we've got a little fruit tree update. Well, only 1 bit of the fruit tree update. And that is our blackberry. You can see that they're coming along not too badly. They're starting to get a little bit of red, which means they're slowly getting towards the black stage. But we're going to take a quick look around up top. But before we do that, I need to just tell you that we've actually, or my mum in the week at some point, put up the passion flower trellis, because it was going mental. It was going over the fence. But yeah, we're just going to take a quick little look at the veg patch to see whether there's anything to update on, but we'll be back in a minute. And just before we do go up to the veg patch as well, we planted some Alpines in a previous video that's already out. We planted some Alpines again, but this time they're in a terracotta pot, and they're looking quite nice. And then we've got some Alpines that are actually in the beds, and these ones we can actually take inside and they'll live through the winter. But let's go up to the veg patch and do a small little update there. So our 6 suckers that we pulled quite a long time ago are out. They were out a couple weeks ago, and they've all got tomatoes or trusses, which will be where the tomatoes produce from. And we've been making up a mixture of calcium and water. But our Brussels have seemed to be getting attacked, so we'll probably have to make up a mixture of neem oil and water those, and we'll probably do that with the tomatoes. We'll make the calcium and water mixture to try and get rid of the blossom end drop and our aphids from our Brussels, which will be the neem oil and water mixture. We've got our carrots at the back. They haven't started to come through yet, unfortunately. But the next thing to update on is the swede. We've got a little bulb, but we've got a little head of swede coming through. And I think our mice have been attacking something as well. I think, is it maybe some of our other swede or something like that. When I water, I try to fill up that hole. You can see there's a hole there. I think that's where they get through and they come, but I try and flood that as much as I can to try and see whether that deters them or drowns them or whatever. So they seem to be able to tunnel under the stone area where the chicken is, and they'll manage to tunnel under there, and they only seem to attack that one bed. They don't go for anything else. They take all the food that they can or all the nutrition that they can and dart back under, or they dart round and into a little hole and under the chicken coop and through the fence into our next door neighbour's garden. So our dumb chicken, normally with any other chickens, the set of chickens that we've had, they seem to absolutely love mice, but this one likes to drink with them, because my mum caught 3 of them earlier drinking from the water bowl, and the chicken there having a drink. Normally any of our other chickens would have had them by now, but no, she was just drinking with them, the stupid thing. So the spring onions have started to, oh, not the spring onions, what am I saying? The marigolds have are in full flower right now, which is quite nice. And then we've got our cucumbers, which are coming along quite well. We've got some big ones, well, some very big ones. So we'll probably do a little harvest video soon, because we've also got some runner beans to pick. So we'll probably do a little harvest video soon, so that's something to look out for. And we're just going to have a quick look around to see whether there's anything else to update on. So I think the last little bit to update on is our squash. Our squash, and so there's some of good size there. And you can, if you guys live in the UK, you know that we've been having quite a lot of hot weather recently, and it's probably the same for the rest of our people that live around the UK and in Europe. You've probably been experiencing some hot weather. So our squashes have been suffering a little bit, and they've lost some of their protection. But yeah, so there are some squashes of good size. It's just a question of when we harvest them. So we still haven't pulled out our broccoli yet. We might get some sprouted broccoli. We might pick it off, but unfortunately, I think the broccoli have been a bit of a fail this year. The update was a little bit longer than we thought it was going to be. But that is it for this video. If you did enjoy, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and as always, don't forget to slam that notification bell so you're notified when I upload my brand new videos. And also don't forget to check out my Instagram and Facebook page. It is Growing Imagination without any spaces. Also now there's 2 videos popping up. One is the Alpine video that we did quite recently, and the other one is the what you can sow for August, which is our latest what you can sow in the month video. We might create a little playlist. Hopefully we can do one in September if there's anything to sow in September. But yeah, I will catch you all in the next video. Bye guys.